just making it work till the end of their shift.
What's it, man? You know how
Oh,
many
it
of
makes
those motherfuckers
sense.
are hungover on Monday morning?
Oh, for sure. And then
You
they're trying
know?
to fix Friday's problems that they didn't want to
Yeah,
fix on Friday.
exactly. Like, fuck all that. So like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I'm a
no, it
firm
makes
believer in
sense.
it. But shit, gents, I think it's time we dive into a Shed Time podcast and get chatting because I just heard some crazy news that came out earlier today at the time of recording. So, ladies and gentlemen, strap in because this is the Shed Time podcast. In 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shed Time. What is Shed Time, you ask? Well, it's code for the consumption of cannabis, but it's much more than that. Shed Time's a state of mind. It's art, it's music, it's cryptocurrency, technology, it's food, it's vaping. It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're not letting the bastards get you down, not being a dick, and making it fun. When you're in the shed, it's whatever your mind allows you to create. So now let's get to the Shed Time podcast.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another episode of the Shed Time podcast. If you haven't, give us a like, give us a follow, and drop a comment if you can. Tell us where you're from, where you're listening. But with that, let me tell you guys this. I think we all know enough about video games to know Steam, the ecosystem, probably home to 90% of the games people are playing these days. They just announced earlier today on the 12th of November that they are officially releasing 4 new products. And one of them has me very, very excited. So there's a Steam controller. Okay, makes sense. Take the Steam Deck, get rid of the screen, make a controller. Great. We have a Bluetooth controller coming from them. That's awesome. One of them is a new VR headset system that is a little more than just VR. It's going to also not be virtual reality, so it could just be like a strap-on screen, so you could just play normal games or what have you that way. But I've already forgotten what was the third one because the last one here has me the most excited. Either way, the one that's got me most excited, Steam Machine is coming. So Steam decided that they're going to make a console that is basically a PC in a box that is just going to run big picture mode for Steam. So you can just launch it on your TV and start playing games. But what excites me is that you can side load Windows or Linux on it, and it's still a regular PC. So now, shit, you want to get a second PC for your home, set that up in the living room? There's an option for that. You could use that, pull up movies and all that sort of shit, do different things that, you might otherwise not do if you don't have a smart TV, for example. It's now an option with something like that. And they announced specs and everything. I think we're looking at holiday season release. So very exciting news to hit
What
the
would
gaming
okay?
tech
Well,
world.
is it going to be sub $1,000?
We don't know. Like literally the news is so fresh. They just announced it to like hours ago, Chris.
Oh,
No
so we
prices
don't
yet.
know anything about like the hardware that's in it or nothing like
We
that.
we know hardware specs. That's it. Hold on. Let me get you all of the deets because it's not bad. I'm trying to find the actual Valve release.
And like, will you be able to use a keyboard? Like, could you use it as a computer that is basically a
Yes,
gaming machine?
it has 3 USB ports, so you would 100% be able to use it with those
Mouse and
traditional,
keyboard.
yeah, those traditional peripherals, and be able to make it work. So let's see, Steam Machine. Bring me the specs. So we're talking about a semi-custom AMD Zen 4 uh, chip, processor chip. There we go. With up to 4.8 gigahertz. 30-watt TDP. Has a semi-custom AMD RDNA 3 GPU, 2.45 gigahertz max sustained clock. RAM, we're talking 16 gig DDR5 with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. We're internal power supply. Two Steam Machine models will be available. There's a 512 gig NVMe SSD and a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD. Both models will include a high-speed micro SD card slot, so we have expandable memory from there. They're Wi-Fi enabled. They will be Bluetooth enabled. They'll DisplayPort 1.4 is what they're running. So says up to 4K at 240 hertz or 8K at 60 hertz. The 8K at 60 hertz is a little sus. HDMI 2.0 as well. So you'll have up to 4K at 120 hertz through HDMI, which I think is a great choice there. Two USB-A 3.2 Gen 1 ports in the front, two USB-A 2.0 high-speed ports in the back, one USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 port in the back. Gigabit Ethernet networking built in. Of course, you got to gamify it, so you got to have your LED light strips because, who doesn't want to RGB everything? Comes in at 152 millimeters tall, 162.4 millimeters deep, 156 millimeters wide. So not exactly a perfect cube, but cubist in shape. 2.6 kilograms in weight. Will run SteamOS 3. So you'll be in big picture mode from the second you launch.
Wow,
Yeah,
dude, that's actually pretty fucking small. Like that's smaller than a GameCube.
Yeah, like
which I know that I'm dating myself, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I know, like it's
because like that's
gonna
like
be a
six
tiny little
inches,
package.
6 inches by like 150 millimeters is basically 6 inches. So
yeah, so it's roughly 6 inches cubed, roughly.
yeah, which I would say would be smaller than a GameCube.
I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I'm kind of excited to find out what the price point is, because like I was when I was just telling my wife about it, like I feel like this kind of meets a niche of video gamers where like they like some of the games that are maybe options in the PC world, but they don't like the idea of PC gaming per se. Like they prefer the console world.
It'd also be like a stepping stone too, right? Like you might not like throw a 10-year-old kid on like a full PC build, but it might be like, oh, well, you can just get this, you can do your homework on it, and you can play your games on it. And it's
right.
more simple.
Like
you know what I mean?
I see a lot of cool use cases. Like I said, I see it as a great way to maybe get a second PC in the household like that. I'm thinking of a situation where, the main family has the one computer, and then you have this where in a pinch somebody can do a little actual computing, mom or dad's using the computer to get some things done, but you need to shoot an email real quick, because let's face it, I don't think general computer stuff is going to be that enjoyable on that kind of a machine with that sort of a setup, but I think for a secondary use, fucking sick.
No, I think that that's like good. And like I said, that might be like good for someone who's like, oh, I'm gonna upgrade my Xbox in like a year. That probably would be better to get.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not like anybody that has Xbox. Well, I would say not many people these days on Xboxes are ever buying hard copies of games, because I don't even think you can on the new ones.
Yeah, I mean, well, at this point now, I think you're right. I think Xbox is all digital.
Yeah.
Sony makes you buy an additional piece if you
I was
want
gonna say
a disc reader.
most consoles now don't even have disc drives on them.
Yeah, like I don't think that Liz's Xbox has
Yeah,
one.
like they'll sell a disc version sometimes, but like I think as of like some of the latest releases from like PlayStation and Xbox, I don't think they have a physical disc drive. So everything is downloaded. Like
Yeah,
Switch is
so
a
you
little
would
different
just
because they
switch
still
your
use like
Steam account. from
Like,
one to log on or whatever.
yeah. So with like the Switch, they still use like cartridges and stuff, but even then, they have the digital copy aspect of it that you can get too.
Yeah,
So I
like
feel like
some
at
of
a
those
certain
are just a cartridge that have the download launcher in it. Like
exactly. So it's
fucked.
like you don't have to download the game onto the thing. You just put the cartridge in it and then it runs off that. You know what I mean? But it's an interesting change in the landscape. You know what I mean? Because honestly,
like-
I feel like consoles are going to eventually get completely phased out at a certain point, and it's pretty much going to be like a PC sort of situation that you're going to be getting, and it may be, you know, a PlayStation or a Sony branded, you know, PC that's geared more towards
Yes.
gaming. I feel like we're seeing that movement starting to happen. Because even Xbox has said that. Well, I think we've talked about this before here on the podcast.
Yeah,
They're
everything's
saying
an
they're
Xbox now.
yeah, they're just gonna move, just full on. Just it's Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll
It's
be
not
like
a
a gaming tower.
It's not
That's
necessarily
Xbox.
a console. It's they're taking that name and just continuing it on with a different type of product. Which honestly makes sense with the computing capabilities that you're able to get in a PC sort of format compared to a console. Because with the console, they're trying to cram so much stuff in such a small fucking thing, as well as give you the best performance out of that thing, that they're kind of limited to the amount of things that they can do with that. But if they were to go with like more of like a PC style platform, the fucking, you know, you can build crazy shit, dude. Not only that, but I just feel like we said, I just feel like it's just going that way. You know what I mean? Because even now, a lot of people that even are gaming, there's a lot of people that are doing it on their PCs nowadays. You know what I mean? Especially with the whole streaming side of things, and especially, you know, say whenever this Steam machine comes out, guarantee they're going to have a streaming option situation going through that, to where it's like you're going to be able to game and seamlessly stream from that one machine, compared to having to have a PC and a fucking console, or a lot of the big streamers that are doing dual PC setups where they're gaming on one PC but streaming on another. You know what I mean?
I think
It'll be interesting to see how that goes and how it changes and evolves.
I think the interesting concept here that I'm seeing, and some of the people I follow that talk about this stuff and like to speculate on it, this is kind of all what they're all saying, and I tend to agree from my own thinking, my perspective, that we're seeing a shift towards the Steam launcher, the Epic launcher from Xbox and PlayStation now. And it seems like, exactly like we're saying now, how everything's kind of going to shift towards this manufactured PC situation where, let's think about right now, Xbox and this ROG Legion Go thing that they're doing, right? So you can go buy the regular Asus Legion and or the Asus ROG Ally, my bad, not the Legion. But like you can go buy that Asus ROG Ally right now. It's loaded with Windows. You can run Steam, Epic, all that on it, whatever you want to do. Have fun. Go for it. Or for a little bit more money, you can buy the new Xbox One that's preloaded with a big picture mode Xbox launcher. So it just launches right into your Xbox Live. You're ready to rock and roll. There's no extra side load happening in the background. I think that's how everyone's going to start shifting now. So there's going to be a PlayStation launcher, and you can buy the PlayStation Edition ROG, or you could buy the Steam Edition one. And I think you may not even see a new Steam Deck happen. I think that like Steam might even do that, where it's like Steam Deck was cool, but why don't we just capitalize on all these other manufacturers and offer the ability to do your own load? You buy the Windows version and it's all on you, or you buy the preloaded Epic version or the preloaded Steam version or the preloaded Xbox version. And then if you want to go backward, right? You want to get your Xbox One and decide, all right, I'm over Xbox. remove your Xbox launcher and load up Steam, you're going to be able to do that because technically speaking, in the background, it's still running like Windows.
James, you're muted.
Sorry, I was coughing because these bags. What I think's interesting is that I don't necessarily think the Steam Deck will necessarily go away. I think, there'll definitely be different iterations, but I feel like there's always going to be a market for a portable gaming device. Because, dude, even if you
100%.
look now, bro, look at like the resurgence of the fucking Game Boy Color. Have you seen this recently, Sean? Where like people have brought out their own versions of Game Boys and Game Boy Colors that have, better screens, better color. They're fully backlit. They've got fully internal rechargeable batteries and all this shit. And they're backwards compatible to where you could play any Game Boy Color game in this thing. And now they're even releasing new Game Boy cartridges with like new games that people are fucking buying to play on these custom Game Boys, dude.
There's this huge retro modding community that's been doing this shit with all the different game consoles. Like, I'm a big N64 fan. I have looked, and there are people who have done sick mods to an N64, and so it just does way more than it used to, and that's dope. But yeah, James is totally right. Like, there are people who are currently designing modern games with that retro aesthetic that literally can fit on a Game Boy cartridge, and they are having little chips printed, loading them into Game Boy carts, and manufacturing new Game Boy playable games. And like, to the point that you got an old DMG from, what is that, 1989 or some shit like that, when the original Game Boy came out. You could still put one of those games in it. It's gonna work.
Yeah. Like if you got the original Super Mario for Game Boy or whatever, or the Tetris. Yeah.
Because, dude, for them, they were so small.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, I still have to do it with the N64. Like,
yeah,
I have one right in front of me.
You know what, man? These damn kids got it fucking pretty damn good, bro. They don't even know the struggle of trying to get a cartridge or console going, bro, back in the day.
For people who don't remember, I mean, having to blow on that bitch just to make sure that it made a good connection.
And then you flip the little flap open on the fucking actual fucking console and give that a couple little blow throughs, you know what I'm saying?
I do just want to read the thing that none of us ever looked at, though, because it got pointed out to me once and it blew my fucking mind.
Probably said something about don't blow on it, huh?
On the back of the cartridge, you're absolutely right. Power must be off before loading or removing a game pack. Do not rapidly turn the power switch on and off. This may cause backed up game packs to lose your stored game information. Do not blow on the edge connector or touch with your fingers.
We did all of that.
Yeah,
everybody did all of that.
I never once had a game that didn't ended up not working ever.
Dude, they all would at a certain point.
They worked better because I did most of those things.
Yeah, exactly. The only time they would work is when I did those things.
Do you remember that there were certain games too that there was a slight hack with them where like you could take the game once it was loaded, and if you
you could pull it out,
like pull it up or whatever, like it would hack the game. Some like James said, you could literally pull the whole like NES, Super NES, like N64
out while you're playing.
Yeah, I think there were a couple Sega games that were like that.
Because it was like the data was so small. Once it was loaded in, dude, it was ready to rock.
There was one game. Was it one of the Zeldas? Might have been one of the Zeldas. I can't remember right now, dude. But they intended for you to actually do that and do a cartridge swap.
Oh yeah, because they'd have two cartridges for like different games. Sometimes
they just never were able to release the second game that was gonna take the stored data from when you did the first one and made the swap and transfer all that data into the next one.
Dude, I was
like that shit would have been sick.
Something right now too, and I fucking forgot. Oh, dude, and then fucking Nintendo, of course, always innovating. Switch from the whole cartridge method to, you know, the disc method, but they had to be different, bro. You know what I'm saying? They did the fucking little tiny guys, bro. The little fucking
Shout out to the GameCube.
GameCube
Micro
games,
discs.
dude.
Yeah,
Dude, those are so
micro
cool.
discs, man.
When I first got it,
They're
I
the
was like,
same
are these
size as
for
like
real?
PSP games because like there's like a little micro disc inside the PSP cartridge.
Yup.
Remember? You can just fucking put the little PSP cartridge in, and then you can see the little fucking disc spin.
There's speaking back, going back to that whole idea of people modding these old consoles, there are people modding GameCubes to play PlayStation games.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, but like GameCube had good enough games that I didn't need those games.
I
I
saw
just
the other
freaking
day.
sick that you could do both on one little console.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it is cool.
I saw the other day this guy sent in his PS5. I think it was his PS5 controller or some sort of gaming controller, a newer controller, and he had them swap out the thumbsticks for GameCube thumbsticks. So like his fucking left stick was the C stick, the little tiny yellow one,
Yeah,
oh
and
shit.
then the other one was just the other joystick. You know what I mean?
like the rubberized one.
Yeah. So he had like the C stick as his like movement or like his aiming or whatever, and then the fucking C, the other one is like his, you know, whatever movement.
Like run around comfort
Yeah.
button or something.
I bet that smaller stick for aiming came in real clutch.
Oh, dude, I'm sure, bro, because you could with that you have weight, you can just fucking barely move it. And that thing will fucking.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you better dial that sensitivity in just right, because oh shit,
Yeah,
little tap and
I don't think I could play with the controller really right now if I tried, bro.
I would struggle. Yeah, I would struggle.
I'd
For sure.
definitely be nowhere near at the level I am on a keyboard. I don't think.
I mean, I'm good on my old games. Like I can go play some GoldenEye and tear it up
Well,
right
see,
now.
that's the thing, Sean, is I don't play games with the controller at all, hardly ever. So it's just like I don't have anything to even like remind myself of how to fucking like how sensitive the sticks can be or what my
let's face
sensitivities
it,
are.
Nobody knew how to use this thing. Is it this
dude.
way? Is it this way? Is it that way? Like
Dude, there's so many ways.
Oh, I knew how to play that, dude. I know how to play
Like-
that controller. But you know, one thing though too about that, Sean, is like, dude, of course I can play fucking GoldenEye. I have so many years of like FPS after that game, and it moves slow.
Oh
It's
yeah, it does.
only
It's
64.
brutal.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I can fucking do it. No problem. Am I gonna be the best? Probably not. I was never the best. I'm not the best at anything I've ever played, other than no, never. I've never been the best. Like I'm good at lots of games, but I've never been the best.
I'm gonna say I think you'll be better now at GoldenEye than you remember being.
Oh, it was
And
the first time I ever did a first-person shooter. So
Because we weren't as adept at the dodging and strafing back then. Like now that I understand that concept as an adult from playing as many FPS games as I have through my life, bro, the ability to dodge around because it moves so slow is disgusting. Like I don't get hit because I'm like, obviously you remember they telegraph so bad that like you see it happening and you're just like, oh, big step this way, you missed, bang. Like,
dude, playing Golden Gun, you just fucking strafe a tiny bit.
oh, like it's funny as I have another controller. Like, I wish I had a friend here that wanted to do a split screen. Like, I'm so down for a split screen to see how it goes because I was a kid last time I played that game as a split screen.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I was not a kid. I would have been probably a mid to late teen, to be fair, because I feel like that game came out in like 95. I was 15.
I think you're right. It might even be 96.
So I was 16 when that game came out.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. You were 9. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that at 16 I was an adult, but I definitely It's been a while since I played the game.
And I probably played that game multiplayer like maybe for the last time when I was like 12, right? Like, meanwhile, like
it's been a long time.
I've been playing Fortnite with y'all. I was playing Quake online, Battlefront 2 online back in the day. Like, yeah.
Dude, just the amount of time that I spent between Fortnite, Gears of War, Halo, and Call of Duty
Dude.
franchises. Dude, I mean, we're talking about like a year of my life would honestly not completely surprise me.
Oh, dude,
Only a little
it's
bit.
more. It's more.
Bro, the Gears alone probably took about a year up of your life.
Well, I'm thinking of like Halo 3, dude. I probably played that game like, dude, I beat that game, probably did the missions probably like a dozen times because you could do the cooperative co-op shit. And so like me and my buddy Hampton, I'd be like, yo, let's just play like Halo, and we play that. So we do like an hour of that, and then we play like multiplayer like every day.
Dude, I spent years of wasted years of my life on video games for sure already. Because dude, the amount of fucking time I spent like playing like World of Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3. There's the one before World of Warcraft.
The OG Warcrafts.
Dude, those ones were so much fucking fun, dude. Warcraft
Did you ever play
3
Civ?
was what. No, I played StarCraft though a little bit. But Warcraft, dude, Warcraft 3, like those ones were fun because like that. I think Warcraft 3 was one of the first ones where they had like online play, and they also allowed people to create their own game modes and stuff like that. So like that's where you got like these different kind of games like tower defenses and like hero line wars and a bunch of other different types of stuff that you could play. Dude, me and my buddy would get home from school in like middle school, and we'd go home and just jump on our computers, bro, and just fucking play Warcraft. We'd play that for fucking hours. And then, of course, like Chris said, Halo was a thing. And before we were even playing online, dude, we had LAN parties in my garage, bro, where like my buddies would bring theirs. We'd fucking system link them with the fucking cable, plug them into each other, have one on one side of the garage, one on the other side, and we just have fucking 4-on-4 fucking team death matches or capture the flags. And dude, we spent so much time doing that. And then when fucking online gaming hit for consoles, bro, it was fucking game over, dude. Because like Halo 2, I think Halo 2 was one of the first ones where you got like full online play. And then, you know, Halo 3, of course, fucking grinded that out. And then got introduced to Call of Duty. And then I don't even remember which Call of Duty exactly I got hooked on initially, because I think I played 1 or 2 back in the day when I was on my internet cafe gaming days. But dude, so much time playing games,
Dude,
bro. So much
the
time.
shit's crazy. Like I remember playing Quake 2 online when I was a kid.
Unreal Tournament? Did you ever play Unreal Tournament, bro? Fuck, dude.
I literally have the OG Unreal Tournament on my computer right now.
Which one?
I can play it anytime I want.
Was it Unreal 3? Dude, I can't remember which one it was, but dude, I played that so much because again, when I was PC gaming, me and my brother had a computer in our room, and we'd fucking jump on. We'd play with like my cousin, you know, who like lived, you know, probably about like, I don't know, 45 minutes away. And we'd just jump on. We'd take turns playing fucking that or fucking Warcraft or whatever, dude. Oh, those are good times.
Yeah, I love that Epic actually allowed a game preservation group to recompile and re-release the original Unreal Tournament. So like that's how I managed to have it now. And like since they did it, there is a thriving online community still playing, and it is sick. Like,
dude, it'd be crazy to see, because you know that's where the Unreal Engine came from.
Exactly.
that everybody's using to make their games and stuff now. It came from that game. And then from that game, they created the software that just took off, and they just left the game where it was and just
I remember
kept fucking
playing
refining the
Unreal
software.
when they had Unreal Championship on the Xbox, and like the amount of hours me and the boys put in on that fucking game was disgusting. It was the right mix for
Was
us.
that out before Halo?
It might have been, or it was just about the same
it was like
time.
Halo. I think it was like Halo multiplayer before like Halo multiplayer was like.
Because I know we were playing it before we all got into Halo.
Yeah, because I was playing that on my computer before I even had like Xbox or anything.
Halo wasn't like an Xbox launch game, right? Like Halo 3 was when 360 came out.
Halo was I think it came out with the launch of the Xbox.
Oh, okay. So like 01.
That's why it's like as big as it is, and like so like.
Yeah, because I know Halo 3 came out exactly when Xbox 360 came out. It was like you could buy like a Halo bundle of 360 when it first came out.
So let's see. Original Halo was 2001. Specifically November 15th, 2001. Unreal Championship was literally a year later on November 12th, 2002.
But was that because there were multiple versions of Unreal, like the Unreal tournament situation?
Yeah, so Unreal Championship was the one that got released for the Xbox specifically.
Yeah, because there was ones for PC before that.
Yeah, because the Unreal Tournament series has been around. Let's see, Unreal Tournament.
I'd say like the late 90s.
Unreal Tournament original release date was 1999 on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 2 years before that.
Subsequent versions were released for other platforms, including the PS2 on October 23rd, 2000, and the
I played the
Dreamcast.
PC version, dude.
2001.
PC version is so sick.
Like I said, I still jump in. It's fucking great. Like
dude,
it's still as good as I remember.
Makes me want to go look for it.
I can actually remember the very first time that I ever played online video games. It was at my buddy Mike Delbrello's house, and it was an Xbox, and it was like, I don't know how long after an Xbox came out, but we were like sitting there and we were racing like MotoGP motorcycles against people all over the world, dude. And my mind was fucking blown. And I was like 21. But my mind was legitimately blown. I was like, this is fucking crazy. And then obviously it just went insane after that.
Come on, pull this up. Pull this up. I just found what is supposed to be a link to an old IGN article about Unreal Tournament. And if this is
because dude, it changed the game when it came to first-person shooters. And actually, I think it was third person, wasn't it?
No, it was a first person. It may have had a third person option, but I mean, even
I'm thinking about when you're loading in and stuff, and it's just like you looking at your character.
So here we go. You ready? Here's a nostalgia dump for you. Like,
yeah, dude,
look at that screenshot. Like,
the graphics were terrible compared to what they are now, but dude, back then,
but this
dude,
was
they were
so cutting edge.
Dude, it's what started it. It's like really what started like the fucking ultra kind of like more realistic 3D, 4D.
Like 1999. That
like click on that one 98 2004, bro. The one next to the one that you're clicked on.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like look at the difference.
Like that is crazy. And honestly, like the OG still goes hard as fuck. Like, yeah,
dude, I don't know why in my mind it just looks so much. Oh, click on the 2004, bro. I played that a lot, dude, too, bro.
Oh, here's Tournament 2003, and this one. There you go. Bam.
Yeah, I played 2004 a grip, dude.
And even the
It's in
jump to that,
Epic
right?
Games.
Last I checked, Epic on the Epic launcher doesn't have any
No,
of the
but
Unreal games,
I know,
but
but
it
it
is.
says on the fucking thing it's an Epic game. I didn't never
Yeah,
knew that, dude.
yeah, they own it. This has been them from the jump.
Shout out to
Unreal
Epic,
Tournament.
bro.
It's the thing, like like everybody thinks about
Yeah,
Epic as Fortnite, but yeah, dude,
this
they've
is
been doing it a
this is
long
the
time.
one. This is one that I'm remembering more. I played them
Yeah,
both,
so
but
this
this
was
is the
this was
one.
the re-release in 2004. Still, it's basically the same game.
Yeah, it just looked better.
And then you got like we pull up Championship, which is just like I said, a little later from the original Xbox. I mean, there's some gameplay there.
Yeah, that actually ended up coming out before the 2004, so I think it came out 2002.
I don't know if I ever played the Unreal 2.
No.
I don't think I ever played that one. But yeah, like this one right here, that fucking we ran the fuck out of this game. Like, god damn. Now I'm seeing this, I'm going, wait a minute, there was an Unreal Championship 2, as well as that Unreal 2. Fuck. We missed on a couple of them. It's crazy, dude. Like this is the part I need Epic to understand. I want access to all of these games, and I would pay for them on your launcher.
Dude, you don't have to pay. Just they can do the same shit that they do with like Rocket League or Fortnite. It's
No,
like
fuck the
all just
microtransactions. Just let me have the game as it was originally made.
no. They might just let you have it at that, and then you can get other things. I actually love the whole like Fortnite deal. I You don't have to buy anything if you don't want. You can spend money one time, and if you play the game, you just continually get to play and earn free shit. Like, I mean, it's
The
kind of
problem is,
genius, and it's
Chris.
good for me personally.
My problem is that most companies don't follow the Fortnite model, where it isn't pay to win.
Oh, got you. Like, you
That's
don't.
why
I wouldn't want
I'm
it to pay to
on
win either.
that's
I
why I'm
got you.
anti microtransaction, because so many of these games, it's why these live service ones fail so often, is it becomes pay to win. Only the good guns are available if you buy. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like
No,
that
no, I agree
sucks.
with that. I think that that's dog
Yeah,
shit.
you wanna do skins, skin it up. I don't
Yeah,
care.
like stuff that doesn't affect other shit. Like nothing you can buy
Yeah,
in Fortnite
cosmetics,
affects anything that you can do in the
cosmetics,
game.
absolutely. I'm good with that. I will say, and I'm curious about your take. So you guys have been long time Call of Duty players. What is your take on them following Fortnite with the adding skins that aren't Call of Duty style to Call of Duty?
Like that part,
I have
like
an opinion. I'll let James go.
I feel like they've kind of like gone way too far off, the beaten path as far as that goes. Like, because the whole point of Call of Duty is it's a military, shooter or like game. It's like based around that, you know what I'm saying? So if they had like cosmetics that were, maybe just like different color camouflages and, maybe that sort of thing, or just like different like characters that kind of fall into that line, dude, I feel like that wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But dude, as soon as they started and like adding cartoon characters and just like these wild, crazy fucking ones where it's just like this dude running around with the fucking horse head. It's like, what is this even about? You know what I mean?
Like
I
I
feel
didn't
like
know
they
I was
just kind of
playing
went
Fortnite.
crazy. But not only that, they kind of went down the model of what you were saying with the kind of pay to win things, because there'd be times where you can get certain blueprints that gave you advantages as far as, being able to be seen, having better sights to where like it's a clearer picture, or just the reticle for some reason is better, or like I think it was not this one but the one previous to this, or even two back. They came out with this thermal scope that was like it was like OP, because it didn't matter if it was daytime, nighttime, whatever. It was like you could literally pick everybody out perfectly. You know what I mean? And it was like super easy to focus in. So like everybody was using that scope on like their snipers, and it was getting kind of crazy. But like I feel like they kind of went down the wrong path. Not only that, but the prices that they were trying to like get for a lot of this stuff was kind of insane. And then not only that, but they did that when they started doing like the whole Warzone thing. And then like each time they released a different game, they added another paid aspect to the game, you know, to kind of give you either better cosmetics or even just better, you know, options of unlocks or like XP or, you know, those sorts of things. And it's just like at that point, you know, if you're not like grinding super hard and you're not fucking buying all the shit to unlock all the different stuff, or you're not buying the battle pass, so you have to wait for fucking ever till you can get some of the guns because you're not able to unlock them through the battle pass because you don't have the battle pass. So you have to go a different roundabout way of getting them, which sucks because then everybody else has got the fucking thing, figured out which one's the best, and you're fucking, you know,
Yeah, no
lagging
wonder you're
behind,
getting
trying to
smoked
catch up.
left and right.
Like that's where I kind of feel like Fortnite is kind of like winning on that side, because there's nothing about their paid aspect that influences the gameplay. You know what I
Ever.
mean? As it doesn't affect the way you move, the way you know your what types of loadouts you can use. You know what I mean? Because all that stuff that you're going to be picking up along the way, and everybody has their opportunity to get those things. You know, if you get to it before they do, oh hey, shit ended the stick sort of thing. But you know, and but they do have like a couple depending on, you know, what scenario you're using, that can be a little sneaky. You know what I mean? Like they have some ones that are like all green, to where if like you wanted to like hide in a bush, you're gonna be a lot harder to fucking see. You know, if you're wearing just all green. You know what I mean? Compared to somebody who's wearing like, you know, Homer Simpson. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a lot of the fucking cosmetics and stuff they have, they're all kind of colorful and, you know, in some way, shape, or form for the most part. So it's not that big of a deal. Most of their maps are really colorful and everything's changing. So it's not like you can pick one specific skin that's going to work on every aspect of the map. You know what I mean? Not only like
100%.
that, but sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light. You know what I mean? As the game goes, that all changes. So it's like you have a little bit more opportunity, you know, to just win based off of your skill compared to whatever you have that you fucking bought on the, you know, from the store.
Ultimately, like I think we're all just in agreement here that it seems like everyone's trying to get a piece of the Fortnite cake and they can't.
They're just going about it wrong.
Yeah,
they're adding aspects of it that fucking makes the, you know, the average gamer who doesn't have fucking hundreds of dollars to throw at a game after they spent $100 on your game.
That's the other ludicrous thing.
That's
$80 to $100 just to get
ridiculous.
the game.
And that's where I think Fortnite's also killing it, is because you can play the game for free regardless.
Unencumbered.
You can earn shit for free regardless. Like that's another thing.
So you could just play the game and you don't have to fucking worry about any of that. So that's why it's thriving. And then having that aspect of it, if you get somebody locked into the game enough, you end up buying shit anyway, even though you don't plan on doing it. You see something really fucking cool and you're like, oh dude, that's sick. The next thing you know, you're buying V-Bucks.
Yeah, you do like you know, Chris put us on to also, like, pay up once and then just grind out so that you got enough for the battle pass every time after.
And honestly,
you could just
like, you almost
ride it
always
indefinitely.
have a surplus, and like you could just save up. I mean, that's like that's my way of doing it. But like I also would not see a problem if like every, you know, month you're like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna buy myself a skin.
One thing that's like, cool too
3 copies is the skin.
About Fortnite is that you can gift stuff. So, like,
Yes.
say you have a buddy that can't get the battle pass or can't afford to, get the newest, hottest skin that he really wants, and you want to fucking hook your boy up, you could do that.
That is a
You
nice,
know what I
classy
mean?
touch.
Like, I've
I
done
mean,
that twice already just because I
yeah,
could. You know
you
what I
hooked
mean?
up the battle pass, and now I'm able to grind it. I was able to get into this one because I was able to grind the last one enough. Like, and now I'm grinding this one to make sure I can ride into the next one and be Gucci. Plus, it's a Simpsons update. Your boys is a junkie for Simpsons, so like, I still have to go check out Carl's Dad Cavern. Like, I still haven't gone and checked it out, but I saw a clip of it and I'm like, fuck, that's cool as hell. I'm so glad they did that, and I need to go and loot it.
They've actually given away a lot more skins than I thought they were going to with the battle pass.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's not over.
I know. I'm so excited. Like,
There's going to be other ones that you're going to be able to get, like, in the next.
Dude, if you can get Mr. Burns,
they already gave me what
would
I
be
wanted,
house
which was literally Flanders. Of all the weird skins I wanted them to do, they gave me Flanders as a battle pass option. I'm happy.
Today they released Mo, I think, and
in the shop.
Lisa, yeah, Scratchy.
I have like all the other things I want are so fucking obscure. I don't expect them. Like, I would love Jasper Beardley.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Like, with the paddle as his pickaxe. Like, I would love that. But it's just so obscure enough that, like, I don't foresee it happening. You know, I'd love Frank Grimes. But again, a one-off episode like that, I don't see that.
And what I think is
do
really cool about this season, sorry to cut you off, Sean.
No,
and
go for
it. Just fucking popped in my head. Is the fact that Fortnite and The Simpsons are actually working really close together on this. So, like, anytime something new happens as the season goes, they're putting out an animated short that goes with it to kind of explain what's going on.
It is dope. And that does sort of parlay to where I was kind of heading, which is that because they've worked with The Simpsons so well, a nerd like me, I've found so many great, like, tiny little Easter eggs that, as the nerd that I am, I'm like, I get giddy when I come across these little things. Like, the first time I walked into the arcade and I saw some of the arcade game names, and I was like, these are all literally in episodes.
You know what's
like,
super funny, bro? If you go into Millhouse's house and you look at, like, the fucking picture by the front door, it's a picture of, like, his family. So it's like his mom, his dad, and Millhouse. But his dad, like, the corner of the picture is ripped and taped back on because they got
there's one
divorced.
episode where that's done.
Yeah, they got divorced at one point and then got back together like years later.
If you have a chance to actually, take a second and look at the magazine racks, like in comic books, Android's Dungeon, there's actual copies of, like, Radioactive Man, Everyman, which was Comic Book Guy's character.
Dude, there's actually like a box in like in the comic book store, like on one of the shelves, that's from the company. It's got the name of the Bongo Comics. They're the original comic book company that produced comics for The Simpsons and, like, Futurama and stuff back in the day, but eventually end up shutting down. But they're forever immortalized in Fortnite with that box in the comic book shop. Which I thought
there's in Moe's bar, there's an urn on top of the love tester, and it's for one of the barflies that they just killed off in the last couple of years. Also on the walls are the accurate photos that are depicted in various episodes, including Homer and the boys as the B Sharps singing on the rooftop of Moe's. Like, it's these little touches like this that, like, literally, like, when you go into Skinner's house and there's literally smoke coming out of the oven and the correct platter of hamburgers on the table. for the steamed hams joke. Like,
And they're called steamed hams too.
yes, like the attention to detail in everything just makes me like over the moon. Every time I play, I'm like, oh my God. Like when you find the Mr. Sparkle box.
Oh yeah, the tire fire.
Like, I literally own a Mr. Sparkle t-shirt because that's just such a weird,
Have you
obscure
jumped
reference.
the gorge yet?
I failed it. I jumped it and missed. I pulled an actual homer.
Because that's actually part of one of the missions for the season. You gotta jump the gorge.
Yeah,
It's like one of the hidden gags.
It's so good. Like, there's so many good ones throughout, and like, I love that. Like, it may like even my wife, she'll come walking in. I'm like, no, look, watch, and I'll show her just something, and she's like, oh my God, oh my God.
Picking up the
Like when-
phone and prank calling Mo.
Yes, dude, shit, fuck, just the Peely Frink.
I know we get him free.
The
Oh, do you see
details.
this? You see the scientific version of him?
No.
Scientific.
Because in the bonuses, like the bonus pass, like the second page, you unlock a different edit style. He's wearing like glasses and a fucking like white coat and like a fucking bow tie.
Oh yeah, that's the actual Frink costume.
Okay.
Yeah, like he is the embodiment of Professor Frink in that. Like, it's so good. And then of course, like in the cartoon, to like have Homer turn Frink into Peely to explain that. Awesome. Awesome.
It's actually the most. I can't remember one that was as serious as this. This is like the most serious season with the collaboration where they must have had like a lot of like creatives from The Simpsons be a part of it. Because like I feel like nothing's ever been as extensive as like completely changing like the graphics of the fucking games to some degree. Like just all of the story modes, all that stuff. Like there's been stuff with like X-Men or whatever in the past and like whatever, but it never was to the level that this Simpsons season is. Honestly, I feel like it's going to happen again.
Like,
It might be a
it's
bit, but like I
fantastic.
feel like it could.
Dude, the best part is after this is a whole new chapter, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm looking forward to that as well.
And-
Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen?
Blitz is doing Stranger Things next.
Yes, I did hear that.
So it's going to be the Upside Down that you're playing Blitz in, from what I was reading.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
And I'm not a Stranger Things fan. Like, I just don't get into sci-fi that much, but that's a damn good show. Like, my wife's rewatching it because the new season's getting ready to come out.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was just sitting with her earlier tonight when I got home from work while she was watching, just kind of catching up on things for the day. And like, I'm just kind of passively watching it. And I'm like, it is a damn well made and well written show. Like, it's not my flavor, but goddamn, is that a good show? I get why everyone likes it.
Yeah, I'm sure that that Fortnite will do it right.
Yeah, like I'm excited to pop into Blitz a few rounds and see how they do it, because this little Walking Dead one, that was fun.
Yeah, yeah,
I got-
no, that's true.
I got excited to be able to have Negan's back for a minute. Literally just a minute before I got killed, but that's just how that goes.
Dude, I always feel that way. Like I always feel like if I get a good loadout quick, it's probably going to be bad. Part of it's like overconfident because I'm like, I don't even need to fucking do anything other than find ammo. I'm good. I got good guns. If I get into an altercation, I'm probably gonna have better guns than them, so shit's gonna go good. And then I just end up eating it. That'll be the time that I miss like almost an entire clip with no hits.
And then they've got Mo's 5-gun.
Yeah, I actually have to
Fucking
play
ruin
with
you.
that. Yeah, I have to play with that. I had it for like 30 seconds in a game.
It's mean.
It
Yeah, I
starts
heard
off
that-
with 2 pumps of a shotgun, and then it goes to like SMGs after that, dude.
Yeah,
It's
like
just
all the
boom,
guns or
boom,
whatever around it.
Yeah,
Which,
pretty gnarly.
again, amazing reference to a one-off thing in an episode. Like that's during Homer being in the NRA, and Mo breaks that thing out at an NRA meeting. Like, I found a way to modify one gun into 5, and here it is in the game as a fucking way overpowered weapon. Which
Apparently
it should be. That's what it was meant to be.
Apparently, there's a legendary version of it too. You can find.
Oh fuck! I've only found a purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I found also.
That motherfucker's mean. It hurt. Oh yeah, Simpsons, Fortnite. Two things I'm enjoying a lot. It's great.
One thing I wanted to ask you guys about: are any of you guys gonna go see the new Predator movie?
This is a new Predator movie?
Yeah.
I probably won't go see it, but I'll definitely watch it at home.
It looks interesting because the concept of this one, Sean, is apparently I don't know the whole plot but from what I've seen from the trailer is this like kind of like the runt of like the litter predator sort of guy gets sent to this fucking planet to like fucking kill the predator of all predators on this planet. Very foreshadowy. He doesn't really explain who he's really there to kill, but just kind of shows him slightly struggling. But somehow he's got like this humanoid robot that's like helping him along the way.
I just pulled it up, and I'm remembering seeing this preview when we went to the movies last, and it looked interesting.
Yeah, because it's a different take on like the Predator movie. Because usually, it's just like the Predator going in and fucking shit up. But like in the clips of this, like you're seeing him kind of taking a little bit of a beating. But of course, eventually, we all know how things are going to go. He's probably going to come out on top. But how he does it, that's what the movie's about. So, we'll find out. I'm kind of interested. I haven't been like super into him, but like I watched Prey, the newest one prior to this one, and that one was pretty cool because it was like the Predator showing up back when like the Native Americans were, living, in their like homelands, like back in like before, colonization.
Before colonization?
Sort of
oh shit.
Well, it might have even been maybe like even around like the early parts of that. But anyways, that was kind of intense. Because it was like, obviously they're trying to fight off this fucking predator with like bows and arrows and, obsidian fucking blades that they've made and those sorts of things. It was pretty interesting.
I will say that this new Predator movie, Predator Badlands, something that we talk about often is looking at what the different critic scores are, because we know how that shit tends to skew, right? And so IMDb, it's a 7.6 out of 10, which is pretty respectable for IMDb. Here's a shocker. Rotten Tomatoes, 85%.
Oh, wow.
What's the audience take, though?
So now we get to Fandango, which is the audience take. 95% positive.
I've been hearing a lot of people saying it's really good.
Yeah. Even Google, 93% like this movie. So
I have to go check it out this weekend.
Yeah, it's being pretty well received, which that's pretty interesting and cool. And I mean, no disrespect to any of these actors, but like the main cast is no names that like jump out at me as people that like I recognize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like none of these are like huge A-list actors. So it's not getting by on name. It's getting by
Elle
on...
Fanning's pretty big. She's Dakota's Fanning's younger sister. She's been in a lot of like kind of.
She was in that one with Tom Cruise, right? The War of the Worlds. That was her, but just as a kid.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but she's been in even other things like.
No. I know that. Too. Sorry. I was trying to remember.
But like, obviously
was that her, Dakota?
with that movie, she's probably going to be the only like face of like somebody that you would recognize. Everything else is probably going to be some sort of predator
Yeah,
creature
and
or
I mean,
something else.
even then, like I'm looking at what she's known for, and immediately the first big movie name that I recognize anything of is Maleficent. So like that
Oh,
was
okay.
2014. Um, but yeah, like she's got a fairly small resume starting in 2019. Or nope, sorry. We didn't expand all the way. There we
She's
go.
been
There
in
we go.
stuff since she was
She's been in a
really
lot,
young.
actually.
Yeah, yeah. And going back,
1988?
how old is she?
She's
She's not even
probably a
that old.
baby.
No. Okay. It's the way that this is written. In 2005, she did an English voiceover in My Neighbor Totoro. But because the original's from 1988, that's why it's put there.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
was she in that War of the Worlds movie? Like around
um,
05, 06, 07?
well, I can tell you at 2 years old, she started in I Am Sam. And I do
Oh
remember
yeah.
that movie. Um, and let's see, what was the movie you're looking for?
I think it was
War of the
called War
Worlds.
of the Worlds.
No, not in that era.
Then that was probably
So
her sister
That,
Dakota,
that must have been her sister then, yeah.
yeah.
her older
She,
sister, because her
she
older
wasn't
sister's the
because
more
of Winn
famous
Dixie
one.
though, and I do
Dakota
remember
Yeah.
Fanning,
that. She did have an episode of House. That definitely doesn't hurt. Handful of TV. Yeah, in recent years, Maleficent in 2014, which was, obviously the big story. Um, Trumbo, I remember that being pretty big in 2015. A lot of smaller stuff, although Mary Shelley's an interesting one. Did a lot of Babysitters Club, which is wild that they brought that back.
yeah.
Did an episode of Robot Chicken.
And how
Interesting.
old is she? Is she in her 30s?
No,
Um,
I think she's younger than me.
1998 was when she was born.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So she's like 26, 27.
But yeah, that does look like a decent movie. New Predator. That's wild. That's wild. In
I
the
like
in the
that.
world of movies, though, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was kind of curious. I wanted to get your take on this one. Who do you think are some of the most overrated actors right now?
Right now?
Yeah, like people who you're like, they're just not that good, or they're not that funny. Is there anybody you think is just overrated?
Um,
Like, I'm gonna say this one, and this might be a hot take. I think Kevin Hart's overrated now. Like, I don't think he's that funny anymore.
I still find him entertaining in some point. Like I don't ingest a lot of his stuff all the time. Um, but he's not someone I hate.
I think that like Kevin Hart is played out for sure. I don't know if like I just think that like the dude doesn't say no when someone's handing him money. And he's made some like really just identical movies. Like he's always the same.
The gimmick is I'm the loud short guy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, honestly, like there's times where I'm just like, dude, this guy's so
They
short.
did actually do one with Bryan Cranston not too long ago that was kind of like more of a serious role. And I hadn't seen the whole thing, but from what I've seen, it was like definitely a different take. And he actually was pretty good in it.
See, I'd be down to see that to change my opinion, because like lately I'm just like,
I think it's worth checking out because it's kind of an interesting movie, dude.
all right, looking for it right now.
Yeah, I forgot what it is exactly, but like basic plot
Upside,
is
found
I
it.
think like Kevin
Oh,
Hart's like this struggling guy who's just trying to find a job, thinks it's
he
like a
ends
house
up
cleaning
being
situation, but ends
he
up
ends up being a
being
caretaker for a disabled man played by Bryan Cranston.
yeah.
I remember seeing something about this. I think it was the clip of him getting the job. I vaguely remember this now. I might have to watch this movie and actually give that a go, because that would give me an opportunity to see
That and it's
a
Bryan
different take.
Cranston, dude.
I
No, he's
agree.
great for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? You can't go
And
wrong with
once
that.
again, when we're talking about that comparison of what those critics think versus what the people think, 79% like the movie on Google, 7.1 on IMDb, 7.1 on Prime Video, but Rotten Tomatoes with a 43%. Angry critics.
They probably just they were probably played out on Kevin Hart.
I maybe they
Silver
truly think
hustle.
that he's overrated.
Yeah, because to answer your question, I can't
Um,
really think of anybody. Like, there's people that like I've seen in a bunch of movies that like I don't fully understand how they get so many roles, I guess. But I don't know if like I think that they're overrated. I just
I'll throw another one out there. Robert Pattinson.
see. I don't even know if
I've
he's in that
only
much
seen a
shit.
few things that I've even watched, bro.
Did
Yeah,
anybody catch him as Batman? Was it
I didn't
Batman
think it was
again?
that bad.
I did not
It
see
was a
him play
different
Batman.
take. It was all right. You know, it wasn't, it's not fucking Christian Bale, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, Michael Keaton, you know what I mean? Like it's a different take. It was an interesting take, but I think it was okay. You know what I mean? He did better than I thought he was gonna do. You know what I mean? Um, dude, I'm just trying to think. See, here's the thing: is like I don't necessarily think that people are necessarily played out. I just think that like what happens is people get this pop, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're in fucking everything for a minute. Like, because it kind of happened with Pedro Pascal, like the last like year. Like he popped in fucking whatchamacallit in like people like loved him in Last of Us or whatever. Even though like he got a little bit of some popularity like when he played that character in Game of Thrones or whatever, but like he did that character in Last of Us, and all of a sudden he popped super hard, and then he was like in this movie with fucking or maybe it was even before Last of Us. I forget which role it was, but he like hit big with something, and then all of a sudden he started popping up in all this stuff all the time. And like he's a good actor. Like I'm not gonna take that away from him. He does good with what roles he's played. But like I for a second I was like, dang, dude, he's like in everything. Is there like nobody else that can play these parts? Like honestly, I wasn't like in love with him as Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four. I thought like he did it okay, but like I thought there was better choices they could have gone with personally, but that's just me. Movie overall was pretty good though, I thought. Um, but like I guess like he kind of teetered on that for me for a second, but now he's like, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it because he hasn't popped up in anything that I've been interested in. So it's kind of a weird question.
Well, it's like
Because if it's
you
people,
would.
if it's somebody that I think is played out or whatever, I'm not like looking for their stuff or interested in it. So then like they're not really what's on like like the forefront of my thought when I go to like movies. Oh, who do I think? Because I just think about who I like. You know?
I don't think there's been too many times where I'm like, I'm not watching that movie because this person's in it. It's the opposite
Yeah.
for me. I'd be like, I'll watch this movie because this person's in it.
It's
And it might
you know
not even
it's
always because I think that they're good.
I'm so glad you said it that way, Chris, because you saying that makes me think like you don't meet too many people who have that take, right? Like, I will not watch that movie because this actor is in it.
Yeah, there are people like that, but honestly, I don't get that.
Like, I and it's weird because on one hand I get it, on other hands I don't. Because, like, for example, I just don't like Will Ferrell movies. They're not for me. So in that vein, like, yeah, like I'm not gonna watch that movie. It's a Will Ferrell movie. So that is I'm not gonna watch it because Will Ferrell's in it. It's one of his movies. It's that style of like it's not for me. But then on the flip of that, like this Kevin Hart situation, right? If you were like, yo, but Will Ferrell plays this role and it's not like those movies, I'd be like, all right, I'll give that a shot. I'll at least break out of it. Like, oh, he's not trying to do the same thing he does with John C. Reilly in all of his movies. Okay, he's playing a serious role. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a go. Maybe not a romantic comedy, not my style, right? But like, you know, you do like a what was it like a 1 hour photo when Robin Williams played this suddenly serious role. Everyone was like, yo, that was phenomenal. Will Ferrell wants to do something like that. I'm gonna give it a go. I'll be open minded.
Is that like if you didn't like Adam Sandler movies and then you'd be like, I'll give Punch Drunk Love a go because it's like he's not at all like he normally would be, or like that newer one
Uncut
where
Gems.
he maybe that one was that's not the same one, or is that the same one where he would go around looking for basketball players? Is that what that one
No.
is? Oh,
No,
then that
Uncut
one
Gems
too.
is the one where he's like the sports gambler guy. That,
Oh,
like,
okay.
had like the gambling, but that, like that's one of the most serious roles he's had.
Yeah, because he was in another one then where he played this like agent
Yeah.
and he like found this kid. It was honestly, dude, it wasn't like the one with Kevin Bacon back in the day when he went to Africa. Was that what was it called? The Air Up There?
I don't know.
Do you know
I
what
saw
do
it.
you guys know what I'm talking about or not?
I don't.
Dude, there's a movie from like the 90s where Kevin Bacon basically travels to Africa and like
It's called Air Up There.
nice, nice. My memory does not always suck.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, it was about him and he like fucking recruits this guy from like Africa, bro. This like guy who's like a tribal person in Africa. But anyways, it was a series from Adam Sandler and it was a really good fucking movie. I liked it a lot. The fuck was it called, man? I have to look that
I
up.
know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the title.
Yeah, it's fairly recent too.
It's interesting, right? Do you think they'd get away with making this movie now?
There's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able
Probably
to get away
not.
with now.
Oh,
Like, dude, he
man.
literally puts all like the paint on and all that stuff. And he's like playing basketball.
I mean, bro, like there's some sick basketball being played in this game, but it is also probably in bad taste to see Kevin Bacon painted up with war paint like that.
Dude, but when did that movie come out?
1994, homie.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking in the eighth grade, bro. I was just like, yo, let's go. Grade 8. I'm watching Kevin Bacon in the
Yo.
Air Up There.
That's another weird thing about movies in the 90s, right? Like how like basketball movies, baseball movies, like Big Lebowski, bowling movies, like so many movies about sports.
Oh yeah.
Mighty Ducks. Like
Kingpin.
what happened to that whole genre of movie? It just
Well, dude, all the genres of
vanished.
movies changed as soon as Marvel happened.
That's fair.
It's a fact. You could see it. You could see how it affected the box offices, and not only that, just how the studios started running. Because, dude, now at this point, like if you didn't have an already existing IP that already had a big enough fan base, you weren't getting greenlit, dude. That's why we don't see any comedies or anything now. Because like they don't want to see new stories or whatever. They just want something that they know they can market and they know that there's an audience for already.
I mean, I even go farther back and say Transformers. As you're saying all
Transformers
that, I'm
was
like,
after Iron Man, bro.
was it?
Iron Man was one of the first movies like that, bro. That shit came out in the early 2000s, bro. Not and even before that, there was the Hulk, but
Wow, I
that
would have
technically
definitely
was a
thought
Sony one.
Transformers was like the oldest of like that high. Wow.
No, dude. Iron Man came out early 2000s, bro.
So yeah, the
See, I would have
first
thought the Transformers
Transformers,
too would be there.
first Transformers
Wow.
was 2007.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm talking like 2002, maybe
No,
2003.
I just thought that that's when Transformers came out, bro.
No, but 2002, 2003 maybe is when Iron Man came out, I think.
Theatrical release date for the film Iron Man in the United States was May 2nd, 2008.
Really?
Yep,
That
2008.
actually surprised me now because I was convinced that it was like, nah, that sounds right. Because
I
he
thought it
was
was
like
earlier.
pretty young. Not pretty young, but that was like after he fell apart in his 20s and then he came back. I thought he was like in his 30s, like when he started doing those movies. Because I remember Transformers came out and it was like filled with like GM cars and shit. And
Well,
I
so
mean,
are Fast and the Furious and all that other stuff too.
but like to James's point, like let's face it, right? 2007 and 2008, like back to back years, we had the Michael Bay Transformers, and then right after is Iron Man. It does set the point and the precedent that like these successful IPs
Oh
are
yeah, that goes along
big
with that
money.
same. Yeah,
Like it definitely proves your point. Like both of those back to back just sets the
because
precedence.
you
And
could, like, if you go and just look at the film releases that's happened, like started happening after those years, you don't start seeing a whole lot of, newer ideas. You start seeing a lot of either rehashes of old ideas or existing IPs getting their first theatrical releases, and then you see these, like the whole Marvel Infinity Saga situation where it was multiple part movies that were connected, or just like sequels of like already profitable things. Like
dude,
there's
like
not a whole lot of fresh stuff,
I
man.
mean, 100% to further back that point. Like, I just pulled up from Wikipedia, like, phase one of those releases between 2008 and 2012 was Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, First Avenger, then the Avengers. Then you get into phase two, 2013 through 2015. Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Cap America, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Age of the Ultron, and then Ant Man. Phase 3, from 2016 through 2019. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 movies in the Marvel universe. And then you're in phase 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Phase 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Phase 6, 4. And then the future, you've got another 5 movies.
And that's not even counting the shows and everything they did in between that too at a certain point.
Yeah, these are just the cinematic movies.
Yeah.
Like
And that's just the
feature
Marvel
film.
releases. And you could see there's like one of those major ones almost every year after Iron Man happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes two, depending on, what they were doing with the storyline. But then in between those, you weren't getting a whole lot of really successful, popular other releases from different, studios that were really popping too much at those times. You
yeah,
had a
other than
few
ones that are
that,
established, like you said.
yeah,
Because like I'm actually looking now at like the top grossing films, and like there's a lot of Star Wars there. There's a lot of Disney films that are there, but basically for every one that there's not, it's a Marvel one next. And then
Mhm.
it'll be something that's not Marvel, and then a Marvel next.
Yeah. I mean, even this quick overview. the major movie releases from 2015 through 2025, so the last 10 years. You've got Avengers, Jurassic World, Captain America, Star Wars, and Spider-Man,
All existing IPs.
with
Yeah.
big, already
Huge
established
audiences.
franchises ahead of them. Exactly. Furthering storylines that already exist.
Not only that, but like with like once you tap into, because even like the newer Star Wars and even the all the Marvel stuff, you have all the stuff that's happened outside of the whatever you're seeing on the screen to their comics and the books and all that other shit that the people are already fans of. So if they see that there's a fucking movie coming out about a story that they've read or a character they loved from a certain issue or a certain book of Star Wars that they read that they're introducing or whatever, dude, fans come out in droves for that shit, dude. It's like, look at how big the whole cosplay scene is nowadays, bro. That came from like all those people that were watching like those types of movies. Like those are all the things that are getting big fucking views now. Just look at how fucking huge the scene is, dude. It's insane.
Cosplay is pretty crazy. I work with a guy that like does cosplay, and he'll go to like conventions and shit and dresses
Dude,
up in whatever
it would be
characters he's gonna
fun
go
as
for.
fuck to go, bro. I would be 100% down to
Bro,
go to one of those,
I,
dude.
I was just talking to my wife about that. We were reminiscing about the last NVE, and I
Dude,
was
I would
like,
love to go to a Comic-Con, bro.
I was
That
like,
shit would be
yo,
sick.
we should totally just make a meetup around a Comic-Con now and just pick a different Comic-Con in a different region of the country so that it's convenient for different people each year, and like do some shit like that. Like,
Dude, there's
that would be
conventions for
cool.
all kinds of shit too. You don't even have to necessarily be a comic book specific one. They have dude, they have specific Power Ranger fucking conventions, bro. They're called Power Morphin Cons.
Oh hell yeah. I mean,
Dude,
fuck, dude.
the only reason why I know
Minecon, the
about that is
Minecraft
because
convention.
it's because of my fucking collecting back in the day. Because that's where you'd be like, oh, dudes, I don't know if I brought this up on the podcast yet, but it is official. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lego set is coming, and I'm so stoked.
Are you buying it?
Oh, I might buy two.
Keep one box and build one.
No, build them both. One so I could have the Megazord, and one so I could have each individual Zord.
Oh, smart.
Because you can
I like
either
that.
have each individual Zord, or you can combine them all into the Megazord.
Like, it's funny that we keep talking about like Legos these days, but like, I swear, for one, something is primal in us that makes us all love Lego. But also the fact that Lego does this cool ass, like,
Dude, my brother and my sister-in-law, they're
that's
all
dope.
into that kind of stuff. My sister's got all, dude, like she's got, like I said, I think it's either Starry Night or some sort of Van Gogh or famous painting that she's got up on her wall in her living room that she completely made out of Lego. And it's using all kinds of different pieces and stuff to help build the texture on the canvas. Dude, it's kind of cool how they fucking figure out how to do that with different pieces. That like a flower petal is up there for some reason, but it just so happens to create the right effect to make the right,
yeah,
color
like the star
or
shape just right. Exactly.
It's nuts.
I just found out that there's a website, and you talking about that is what sparks it. It's called Brick Me.
Yeah,
and it
dude.
allows you to take any image you want and make a Lego brick picture of it. And I was like, dude, that'd be cool as fuck to like feed the Shedtime logo in. And get
Dude,
like a Lego brick set built that you could build a spelled out Shedtime.
Dude, not only that, but there's all these other sites, bro, that have these people that make their own custom Lego kits. So it's like either you can buy the instructions and build it with your own Lego collection that you have, or they'll have a list of pieces to where if you want to source the pieces yourself, you can do that. Or of course they'll sell you a full on kit with instructions and shit. But some of them aren't necessarily Lego licensed. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
they may be like some third party brick, or you can just get yourself the official Lego brick and just use their instructions to do whatever you're gonna do. But dude, some of those are pretty crazy, dude. Because that's actually where I stumbled across the first version of the Lego Megazord. Was I was on YouTube and I was just scrolling around and I saw this guy made his own custom one. And dude, his is way sick. Looks way cooler than the one that I think is going to be officially released. But dude, his is intense, dude. And I wish he would release an instruction and part list for it, bro. Because I would 100% fucking order all the shit I'd need to build that thing. Because he also did a Dragon Zord version. And then they combined together.
Remember you showing us these?
Oh, dude, I want them.
These are fire. Like, I hear shit like that, and my brain thinks about like, I love going to flea markets. Like, rummaging around flea markets is a lot of fun, and the amount of just old like bins of just mixed Legos you find, like that'd be a gold mine if you're into that sort of thing. Like,
I'm so pissed, bro, because like when I was 18, I was dating this girl. She had a little brother who was really into Lego, and I had all kinds of shit, dude. I had like an X-Wing, I had an Enzo Ferrari, I had like all these other kits that I had got over the years, because when I was going through like my heart surgery and shit, that's what I'd do like during recovery, is just fucking sit in the recliner and build Lego sets. So I accumulated quite a bit. And then, of course, whatever I had from growing up as a kid, I had like tubs of just like fucking spare fucking brick, bro. Just whatever, flats, fucking 2x2s, 3x3s, 8x8s, you know what I mean? Whatever you needed. And I ended up giving all of them to her, like her little brother. And now I have none of them. I have no Lego at all. And I had a pretty fucking solid collection, dude. And some of those things that I gave away are probably even worth money now. Like that X-Wing, bro, like that release is probably worth some bucks now for like a collector.
Yeah, because dude, it'd be like 15, 20 years old probably by now.
Not more, dude, because I don't even remember when I originally got it.
I have to know. So get out of here. That's not the one. There you go. There it is. There it is. All right. Right now, you can go to lego.com, and for $240, you can get an X-Wing Starfighter kit that is like nice size with like the little premium pedestal thing.
Yeah, dude, have you seen the new Death Star that they did?
Where it's actually,
like, dude, it's
I just saw
huge,
a preview
bro.
of it.
It's huge. It's literally like half the Death Star, so it's like cut in half, and it's like a fucking scene of like what's inside the Death Star with all the different minifigs, and like got like a TIE fighter hangar, and like, dude, it's fucking
it's $1,000 fucking dollars.
It's huge, dude.
Oh my god. I'm gonna share screen so that like the viewers and everyone else can see it too, because
it's giant, bro.
Oh my god, dude, this thing is intense. Like, I'm glad I just pulled this up.
Look at this fucking thing, dude.
That is intense. Every little room. Palpatine's
and
throne.
Some of those rooms like slide out and shit. So like you can access the figures easier.
That thing's pretty sick.
It's definitely like a shelf piece. You build it and you put it up on the shelf. But look, you got Obi-Wan, Vader, fucking doing their fucking duel with Luke in the background back there. You got fucking Han and C-3PO. You got Leia. Like you can do the trash compactor scene with them all. They're in their fucking stormtrooper outfits with Chewie in the back,
complete with the eye poking out.
Yeah, and I bet you those walls move too. I bet you there's a little wheel that you fucking like. Look right there. There's the Technic right there.
I guarantee.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Vader when he's trying to get the fucking info from fucking Leia.
Dude, this is like, again,
There's so
attention
many
to
different
detail.
scenes, bro.
27.5 inches tall, 70 centimeters.
31
79
inches wide,
centimeters,
bro.
31 inches wide.
10
Wow.
and a half
27.
inches fucking thick.
That's a deep boy. Look at
Like, look at
that.
it compared to that guy, dude. That's huge.
Like,
Well, dude, look, they've even got a little starfighter that fucking lands in there, bro, and folds out.
look at
Those
all
are
the
all
little
the
mini
figs you
figs.
get with it, bro. That's insane, dude. Just the money in figs right there is crazy, dude. To buy those single. And I bet you some of those are going to be exclusive to this set, too.
And I mean,
Which is going to
the
be
lander,
a bitch.
the lander alone is probably like a $40
Was there
fucking.
I think there was another version that they had. It might be a smaller one that there's a TIE fighter hanging in one side. It's Vader's TIE fighter.
Like, I love the Palpatine's throne scene. Like,
Dude, it's got scenes from all three of the fucking movies almost. Oh yeah, Vader's TIE fighter's right there in the middle. You see it?
yep.
That's sick.
Like,
You
there's
can actually put a character in that TIE fighter too, I think.
I jumped over. This is like a better look at all the different figs that you're getting. Like,
Dude, you see the minifig without his fucking stormtrooper outfit on? He's just in his boxers. The bottom. That's hilarious.
So good.
You gotta give it to Lego. They got a good sense of humor.
Like, for sure. That is fucking impressive. That is one of the coolest sets that
Next time I get some Lego.
I mean, free shipping with orders over $35. So for anybody who's watching and wants one of
How many
these,
pieces is it?
uh,
9,023 pieces.
oh, that's nothing. It's light work with 38 minifigs.
That's probably like the most minifigs they've ever had in one set.
A lot.
I'm curious. Price range is over 100. Like, I just want to see the biggest. Because, like, oh shit, your Trekkie's getting Enterprise. I like it. You get the Goonies ship. What?
That's not a bad price either.
And it's again same thing with the whole cutaway. So you have little
See,
scenes.
it's from ideas too, which is sick because that means somebody built this and then submitted it and it got approved.
Like that's
I believe.
fire. Oh, the Willy Wonka scene. That's fire.
Dude, that Millennium Falcon's probably insane too.
Oh, look at this thing, dude.
Yeah, not as many figures, but
Still
7,500.
7,500 pieces.
That's crazy, man.
And you still get a good assortment of little bits.
oh,
Did
this
the
is from
Lego
the fucking,
Chewbacca? That's hilarious.
This is from the newer version. But I like how they gave you old Han and then young Han. Like if you go back to the minifigs. Because like
Yeah.
you got young Han and Leia, it looks like at the bottom. But up top you have Rey, Finn, and old Han.
And you get some BB-8 over here, and so you can kind of go in either direction if you want.
That's kind of sick.
Jabba's sail barge is fire. You get a fucking little Jabba statue to go with
Dude,
it.
look at that Titanic set though.
Hold up.
Did you see it?
3,900 pieces for Jabba's sail barge.
A lot of flats.
All right. let me go
Dude,
back
the
down.
Titanic set's insane too. 99.
9,090.
99.
Wow. That's a lot of pieces.
I seen this guy. I think he's like an NFL player, or some sort of professional athlete, and he's really into Lego. And he's talking about how he built one of these, and it was like posted like a reel or whatever of him showing it off, and they were giving him shit because he put one of the smokestacks on backwards. So like all of them were leaning one way, but one was leaning the opposite.
I mean, I'm just impressed that like you break it apart in 3 sections so you can see floors, there's details, but like functioning little motors that will turn your propeller.
That's
Like
crazy, man.
the crankshaft is actually connected. And like again, that's no slouch. That's a big girl. That is taking up a lot of space.
Yep.
For a Lego sculpture. Get your Avengers tower. That's pretty sick. A functioning minifig vending machine that you can build.
Yeah, the vending machine's pretty cool.
Oh, the Republic Cruiser.
That one's pretty sick. Eiffel Tower.
You know I
There you
love the
go.
Krusty. I love me the Krusty Burger.
Dude, look at all the Simpsons characters you get in that, Sean.
Dude, I know. Like the Simpsons ones they did were fire because the deep
He had
like this
7
isn't
in
that
there,
big.
bro.
It's
It's like you got
1,600 pieces.
Homer, Lisa, Bart.
There's the close up. You got a Farmer
Krusty.
Krusty and a Ribwitch for Homer. Bob's got a pie, like squeaky voice teen, and Lou for some reason. Because you got to
Yeah,
have
even
one of the cops there,
Yeah.
you know?
Even cops got to eat.
As I say, one of them got to be grabbing some food.
Dude, like they've got
Like-
like the Hogwarts. That's the one my sister has.
Like that's sick.
It's like if you look at it up close, you'll see like all the different pieces that they use to make the
Yeah, like
texture.
little flowers and yeah, that's fire. That's cool as hell. I like it. I want one. Maybe not that one specifically, but like get the Van Gogh sunflowers. That's dope. Some of the Harry Potter shit they did for like those.
Yeah, like they have like the whole Hogwarts castle and shit.
There's the actual Starry Night one. That's dope.
I think you can get like the Ghostbusters headquarters.
This one my wife has been showing me. This
Yeah,
is
the
brand
aquarium.
new.
Yeah, they just started doing these.
I like this one a lot. The crab moves in and out. The treasure chest opens and closes. There's a little knob that you can turn that'll make these coral turn and spin. Like this is kind of cool. The nerd in me goes, they put a freshwater rainbow fish, basically. It's because they're calling this a rainbow fish in with a bunch of saltwater fish, but you know, it's adorable. I love it. I definitely want one. And it's 4,100 pieces. It's not bad. You got Django's ship. Lord of the Rings, Rivendell.
That's pretty sick.
Oh, here we
Dude,
go.
that fucking Razor Crest is sick, dude.
Dude, some of these are fire.
The Interceptor.
There's a Jaws one.
Oh, the River Steamboat from Disneyland. Hogsmeade from Harry Potter.
Get the whole village for 400. You get Soundwave.
Dude, they did a Voltron too.
Now that's wild. You get the shuttle carrier carrying the actual shuttle. Here's the X-Wing Starfighter.
Beauty and the Beast's castle.
Oh, I love the ATST.
Dude, look at that, the
Chicken Walker
DeLorean,
set.
bro.
That's pretty clean.
Black Pearl. Disney Castle. Dude. Fucking whatchamacallit. I don't remember how to say it. Wow, that had to be
Dinosaur
order.
on.
There you go.
The old.
Shelby Cobra.
That's pretty fire.
There you go. Hogwarts Castle, dog. The Shire.
Yo. Yo, keep the Mario Kart or
Yeah, I
Mario
think they
Kart
have.
for Chris.
Thank you.
I think they have like one or two characters you can build Mario
Can you
Kart
get
version.
Peach?
I think so. I think it might be Mario and Peach. I may be wrong.
I love the
Nightmare
telephone
Before.
box.
Oh, I wonder if my sister's got that Nightmare Before Christmas set. I'm
Oh,
sure
look at
she
that
probably
Jeep.
does.
That's cool as shit.
That is a sick Nightmare Before Christmas set. It's only 200 for all that. See the
Excellent
Land
Mansion,
Rover?
Yeah, dude, that thing looks crazy.
Notre Dame de Paris.
That's cool as hell for the Harry Potter kids. Oh, peep the Lambo.
Damn, dude.
Oh,
Don't look at
nice
that
looking.
one.
The McLaren's sick.
Oh, that looks crazy.
Gizmo, dude.
Dude. I would do a gizmo. I would totally build a gizmo. That's a nice Lambo too.
Oh, dude, the Sherlock Holmes book nooks, those are new too, bro.
That's
Because
fucking
you put it
cool.
on your bookshelf, but then you can take it out and open it up, and it's a full
Oh,
like street scene.
yo.
So like that's how it looks closed up on the shelf.
That hold up, because yeah, it looks like a little book from the side.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool as hell. And then you open
and you
that
open it
joint.
up, and then it's a full scene.
Oh, that is so goddamn cool. I really like that a lot. That's a sick Hogwarts.
Yeah. I think that's like a shrunken down version because it's not as much as the other one. Diagon Alley, bro. Dude, look at that fucking Lord of the Rings, bro. The Balrog. Book nook.
That's another book
Fucking
nook one.
Gandalf.
Oh wow. Just this giant flaming scene when you open it. That's fire. Pardon the pun.
101 Dalmatians is pretty sick.
Oh, that's cool for the Wizard of Oz and Wicked fans. Oh, I love the old school Batmobile.
Dude, look at the fucking Pac-Man arcade machine, bro.
Dude.
That'd be sick if it actually worked too.
I
Dude, they did a
need to
Game Boy
know.
too. Like a Lego Game Boy with like different cartridges that you could put in and out. And then they've got like these little fucking screens that you can slide in and out, and they have two different games. One's Mario and one's Zelda. So when you like move the screen,
It's an LED lit Lego piece to act as your coin button. So you
Nice.
get the proper glow. Yo, and when you turn the thing, it makes it quote play. Oh my god. Yeah,
that's
that's
kind of sick.
pretty cool. You can make it
I
quote
wouldn't mind
unquote
having
play.
that on my desk or shelf.
Yeah, like
That's kinda cool.
that'd be a cool little shelf item to just be like, yeah, it was a fun afternoon. Oh, see, like that's dope. Mario on Yoshi.
And
Yeah,
if you
dude.
fucking spin the thing, Yoshi runs.
Yeah.
Well, look at there you go, the mecha team leader from Fortnite, Chris.
Nah.
I think they even have like the Der Burger or whatever.
Dude.
We can get lost on this page for hours, dude.
Yo.
There's so much shit.
There is, and
Statue
these
of
are like,
Liberty.
this is literally just filtered for the most expensive 100 and up. Because I was like, I just want to see the biggest stuff that's in here. And there is some
Dude, I'm
wild,
guaranteed you're
wild
gonna
shit.
find even more shit.
I'm just gonna do this real quick before we wrap this all up. What are the
But look at
highest
that.
ones?
Identity and landscape kit. Oh, so it's just fucking a bunch of just random
2,800 just pieces to do with as you will. Sick.
just randomness.
Another
Look
one
at that
here,
one, the
2,400 pieces.
Connection
Just
kit.
little
So it's just like
Archies and stuff.
cables and fucking rods and string.
And then after that, Crane Titanic, the Cruiser. Dude, that's sick. Well, that was a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed your time with us. And one last time, it would really mean the world if you gave us a like, a follow, and a share. So with that, I'm going to send it on over to Uncle Chris to start bringing it home.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you as always. Of course, go check out shutdownpodcast.com. Feel free to drop by Friday nights to the Frank Shanklin Vapor YouTube channel to watch us do the green room, which you can get to be a part of the live chat and all that stuff. So come by and check that out. I think that's everything for me. So everybody be safe, have a good week, and live your best life. Throw it over to James.
As always, I want to say huge shout outs to all the Shedheads for you guys' continuous support. I greatly appreciate you guys. Make sure you're leaving those 5-star reviews. As always, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'm going to end it as I always do, saying all those positive vibes, crisp by fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them in a little bag or dab will do ya.
That's right, my friends. So one last time, Shedtime Podcast has links to everything. It's the merch store, the Patreon, Frame Shanklin Vapor channel, so much more. So with that, I'm going to tell you, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun, because it's the Shedtime Podcast, and it's time to blow one up and blow one out.
Dude, you know you can get a Lego Nike Dunk?
I love that.